Welcome to Module 9 of the Business Management Capstone course. This will be a brief assignment overview and recap of the decisions for Year 10. We're just going to go ahead and dive right into Module 9. First assignment is the Chapter 7 Smart Book. Next, we have the course participation strategies to compete in the markets of developing countries. As you know, what works in one country, such as the United States, may not work in another when it comes to products. So you may have to tweak or revise your product in order to be successful in other countries. So that's what this discussion board is pertaining to. Next, we have the Chapter 7 quiz. Next, we have Case 6, Netflix in 2019. Keep in mind, you must read the case within the back of the textbook. And if I was you, I would review Chapters 1 through 7 before attempting to complete this case. Next, we have the Module 9 report. This is all focusing on the primary components of your company strategy when it comes to the camera and drones. Majority of the teams are doing a great job with the reports. You have a cover page. The body of the report has style to it. It looks professional. It's well written. It has tables, charts, graphs, pictures, so on and so forth. Continue on with that. Now, there's a couple of companies that are really just giving me the bare bones. There's no cover page. It looks very generic, and it's not even well written, and it's very vague. And I will no longer accept those reports. You should know by now what the expectation is. And then next we have the Global Simulation Year 11 decisions. Obviously, the majority of the teams are doing a fantastic job with the decisions. Here we have the Year 10 scoreboard. As you can see, Company B, they're number 1 with a weighted average score of 91. They actually dropped 4 points. This would have given other teams an opportunity to bypass Team B, but instead, everyone else dropped more than 4 points. You see Team D dropped 8, Team C dropped 8, Team A dropped 14, E dropped 21, F dropped 16. Okay, of course, F, E, and A, you really couldn't afford to drop any, especially E at 21. So really watch yourself. Look at the gap between Team B with a weighted average score of 91. Even though they lost 4 points, they still got a weighted average score of 91 compared to Team F with 56 or E with 57. E and F, that's really in the danger zone there of getting that low. For me, believing that I have any confidence in your decisions anymore. That's a very low score at this point in time. Team A, you're at 68. You've been better than in the past, so you're kind of fighting it out for that 4th place. So I'd say keep it up. You dropped 14, so wasn't as bad as 21 as Team E. But keep in mind, you really can't afford to lose too many more points in the future. Going to Team D and C, then again, don't let Team B run away with this. That's a solid showing in Year 10 for Team B with that weighted average score of 91. So let's jump to the game-to-date scoreboard. Then again, Team B, first place with a overall game-to-date score at 97. They got a bonus point. Team C is at 86. That's getting to be a large gap now from second to first. Okay, it doesn't sound like a lot, 11 points. But it is when it comes to the game-to-date scoreboard, since it's, including all the decisions up to this year. Team D at 85, you're right there with Team C for second place. But do you just want to try to fight for second place, or are you still going for first place is the question. I know you started out strong. You're kind of continuing to slide a little bit. So keep that in mind. You really got to start picking up the pace. Team A at 73, you got a good handle on 4th place. Would I like to see you climb higher? Yeah, but, I know your effort, within your team for, just try to even get this far. So, if you land up 4 at the end of the simulation, it's not too bad because, 1, 2, and 3 is pretty difficult right about now. So the challenge to E and F is to knock Team A out of 4th place. To me, that shows me that you're trying to battle all the way to the end. If not, if Team F, you just continue to trail, last place, you're no longer going to receive any points for the decisions. Obviously, with a weighted average score of 64, that's by far the lowest I've ever seen this deep into the simulation. So something's got to give here. Team E, you gained 3 bonus points. So I believe you're trying. You just need to pick up the pace a little bit. Now, with that said, if Team E does, they may knock Team A out of 4th place, and Team A goes to 5th place. And so, Team A, you still got to be on top of your game. So it's going to be interesting. It seems like kind of it's almost split with, 1, 2, and 3 almost has, their competition, and ranking 4, 5, and 6, you're kind of battling out. So 1, 2, and 3, you're battling out for 1st place. 4, 5, and 6, you're really battling out for 4th place. I really don't foresee, it changing much, meaning that I don't see a Team F jumping all the way up in the top 3. And I don't really see a Team D diving to the bottom 3. To be honest with you. So, at this point, not that that's a bad thing. Someone's got to come in 6th. Someone's got to come in 1st. But with that said, continue to battle it out, though. Don't just give in. I want to see you fight all the way to the end, end of the semester, I should say. So keep it up, everyone. That's all I had. If you have any questions or concerns, as always, please contact me. Have a great week.